Let's talk in details about architecture of a solution on the base of FF Data Factory. First of all, you need to have traffic road sensors, and you can use both edge application and server-based. If to speak about edge application, you can use any access camera which with processor RTX 6, 7, or 8, and you will need to install camera. Camera is a high-speed application for license plate recognition, make, model, color, type of vehicle recognition, which works directly on camera, up to 160 kilometers per hour for one line. And also you can use Hanwha. Hanwha has a new road AI camera, which also can recognize license plate and all vehicle parameters inside of this camera. But if you are working with another brand, you can use our server-based software number, okay? So you will be able to connect any IP camera if you need to have speed limits more than 200 kilometers per hour. And this traffic sensor recognize all vehicle parameters and send metadata, license plate, brand, model, color, type of vehicle in a smart platform FF Data Factory. And also this traffic sensor send video to Milestone VMS to video archive. So in FF Data Factory, you will be able to work to analyze, to interpret this metadata. And also you will be able to see video evidence from Milestone for every recognition event. And Milestone is a common platform which united all cameras and data factory. So you can open FF Data Factory inside of Milestone. If to speak about main features of FF Data Factory, first of all, it's intuitive web-based interface. It's really easy to use and to understand, and you can get it via any device. You can manage big traffic data. You can connect up to 100 cameras per one project. Really unique smart search engine for quick search in real time. Integration with Milestone X Protect. And logics, built-in business logics and dashboards which can be customized for every project by customer request. And also open API which can be used for integration to the third-party software. Let's focus on the use cases. First use case will be about vehicle search. Second use case will be about truck violations in the city. Third will be about city parking, and the fourth use case will be about traffic management. If to speak about FF Data Factory, it's important that you can interpret big amount of data, and you can create individual customized dashboard, individual interface by customer request and by if a particular project. So we have such described built-in business logics, and it can be customized for your customer. For example, if to speak about vehicle search, it can be used by police if you need to have really quick search for stolen, wanted vehicles, etc. Truck violations is important because it's important to monitor truck movement, because as a rule they are not allowed to be in the city center, and they should go at night time. So there are lots of violations with trucks in the city, which polluted cities and disturb citizens. City parking, it's really actual for every city to be able to manage free parking, etc. And traffic management, if we are talking about city infrastructure, then you'd like to calculate how many cars do you have in the city, and to calculate transit time, to calculate average speed. All this function you can find in FF Data Factory. Every what you can imagine can be can be done in FF Data Factory. Let's talk in details about vehicle search. The main goal is to find any vehicle and get evidence in 5 seconds. When we are talking about a city, as a rule, we have a lot of cameras, and all camera can generate 1 to 10 license plate recognition per second. So every camera generates nearly 1,000 recognitions per day. So even if you have not big project, 50 cameras, you have huge amount of data, and you have really big database, and this database continually changes, and it's not easy task to get to this database and to be able to make quick search in real time. In FF Data Factory, we are taking care about database. So if you use FF Data Factory, you can make really quick search in real time by different parameters. For example, you can use a part of license plate, or you can make search by color. For example, you'd like to find all red vehicle, or you can combine different parameters. For example, make search by brand and color, by vehicle type. Moreover, you can make search by camera source, by duration of stay, etc. Also, you can set an alarm for listed vehicles. For example, police can upload a list of stolen vehicles, and you can get alarm for such listed vehicle in real time. Of course, you can export results in PDF or CSV formats. As a rule, it's the most requested and the most common case, and we start our developing of FF Data Factory from this police case, and this quick search is implemented in some police projects in Europe and Australia. Truck violations. The main goal is to get rid of trucks from the city. You know that trucks are not allowed to be in the city center, and they have their own schedule. They are allowed to be in the city. So you can have such logics for trucks, and you can set alarms for violators, and also you can use, for example, if you use several cameras, you can use it for monitoring of some area in the city. For example, we have cargo logic in FF Data Factory. This cargo logic is actual for a logistic project. So you need to have 2 cameras. One camera will recognize front license plate of track, and the second camera will recognize rear back license plate of semi-trailer. And in FF Data Factory, these 2 license plates will combine in one vehicle. And also you can get alarm if when car leaving from the area, you have a mismatching of front and rear license plate of track and semi-trailer. And it's only one example, but it can be customized, and if your customer has another request, you can share it with us, and we will be able to customize FF Data Factory in a few days, and you will be able to provide your customer with a pilot project. City parking. It's a really actual task to manage on-street and off-street parking in the city. And if to speak about FF Data Factory, you have different built-in business logics for parking management. For example, you can calculate how many vehicles do you have on the parking, how many entry and how many exit from the parking. Also, you can calculate time staying in the parking and set alarm for overstaying. Also, you can calculate occupancy. How many free spaces do you have at your parking? And all these statistics you will have in different graphs and etc. as you wish, because FF Data Factory allows you to use this visualization in the dashboards for every project. Traffic flow management. When we are talking about big cities, about city project, it's really important to use this camera on the city entry and city entrance to collect statistics about vehicle. So you will be able to know how many vehicles do you have in total in your city. And FF Data Factory will provide you with such information. Also, you will be able to understand, to calculate vehicle average speed or transit time from one point to another point in the city. And you will be able to analyze this information and to make some decisions about how to improve city infrastructure, etc. You will be able to use these statistics for making some predictions, and you will get more information, and you will be able to improve infrastructure in the city. As you have already seen, FF Data Factory is integrated to the Milestone VMS. So in FF Data Factory, you will be able to see video evidence for every recognition event. And FF Data Factory has a plugin, so you can open it in the Milestone and use Data Factory via Milestone interface. That's all from my side. If you have any questions, you are welcome. Jan, do we have any questions?
Not yet, not yet.
Okay.
So I will continue with some videos and live presentation, and of course, feel free to ask any questions. We are here to answer it. So I will switch to my screen. I'll share my desktop to easily change between screens. So first, Nina mentioned Data Factory can work with any sensor application running on Axis camera, which is a camera from FF Group, which can be also Axis-based LPR called Axis License Plate Verifier. And it could be also any Hanwha-based application called WiseNet Road AI and Number OK Edge. Also, you can work with our server-based software Number OK, which you can see right now, which can handle. You can see here the advantage. So you can handle multiple lanes in higher speeds, higher resolutions with Number OK. And basically, with Data Factory, you can work with any FF-based application recognizing license plates, make, model, color, and type on any device. So it's quite flexible for you. You can choose whatever you need and want. With Data Factory, you can have all the results in one place. As Nina mentioned, all is web-based, so very easy to access, very easy to see everything. You can have every detail for every event. The interface is very intuitive. You have this tile view with bigger images or just line view to have more data on the screen. You have smart search engine, as Nina mentioned, so you can see it right now. So you basically look for any car based on make, based on color, and you have the results immediately. Here, for example, the video is showing looking in several millions of data, and you have the results almost instantly. So it's very good for even, let's say, police looking for cars without knowing the plate, but looking for a particular car, because people mostly see some black expensive car or some maybe Skoda, maybe Volkswagen, or a red van, or I don't know, like white truck. So you are looking based on color and make, model, or even type, and you are getting the results pretty fast. With every installation of Data Factory, you are getting a dashboard for free for overview to see the vehicle counts based on type. So you can see the structure of the traffic and also some other statistics like how many cars you have every day, every week. Here we are showing basically the same, but as you can see, we are supporting plates not only from Czech Republic, from Central Europe, but basically we are already working worldwide. So here you can see the example with plates from the United States. It's Washington, if I'm not wrong. And as you can see, our sensors are already supporting rear view for not only make license plate recognition, but also for make, model, color, and type also. So it could be front, it could be rear, it could be Europe, it could be Africa, it could be Australia, it could be United States, Canada, Mexico, and also soon South America, sorry. And we are also ready for GCC, so-called Middle East countries, so Gulf countries. So these two, let's say, to getting back to the sensors we can use and how Data Factory works. And now I also show you how we work in live mode. So basically, a Data Factory is getting the results from the sensors here. We are using number OK, so I can show you here. It's running number OK on the background with pre-recorded video, designed recognition zone, and basically recognizing plates, make, model, color, type, region, zone, everything as you are used to, and sending the data to Data Factory. So this example is with number OK. It's easy to demonstrate from here. So basically, what we have here is we have defined in integration section how and where to send the data. So the same you can do when you are using camera-based recognition. You just need to specify where to send the data. You choose JSON, HTTP post, and you need to have the camera or the server in the same network as you have installed Data Factory. So coming back to Data Factory, let's try some search. I'm here remotely connected, so it's a little bit slower than usual, but still working fine. We have here installation in or video from Czech Republic, so I will try to go with Czech cars. If you look for Škoda, so you are getting a lot of different results. So we can try to look for some even model. So you can filter not clicked. Filter the results. So you have Škoda, you have Octavia. You can even filter by color to get only red Škodas, Octavias, and still, as you can see, it's filtering to results for you. With types, you can go also to like use it as a filter. So you can look, for example, only for trucks. And you have the results immediately. Or, of course, you can try to, for example, look for Volkswagens. And then filter, because we have different types of Volkswagens, and then just filter, for example, bigger cars like Transporter or Crafter or those types. So this is also possible. Now I will also switch to settings. Let's say the most complicated but still very simple part. So first, here is like the connection to the VMS, which if it's on different servers, with Milestone, it's complicated. Sometimes you have more servers for different parts of the system, recording server, mobile server, management server. So it could be deployed in complicated architecture, but everything you can write here, but you have to name the addresses correctly. And then interesting thing is this business logic management. Nina mentioned you can request, you can have any dashboard, any logic from us in a couple of days. What does it mean? We need some information from you. What is the task of the project? So you describe it and you tell us what you would like to see. Our goal is to clarify, really going into every detail, understand how you will use it, and then we propose you some, let's say, mock-up, some idea of how the dashboard can look like. You confirm it, and then we send you a file, which you can easily upload to Data Factory. You name the logic, you edit simply. I already have this name, so let's call it differently. And then you choose from the files you have available, and you easily upload the file. So in this case, I have more files, but basically what you can do, what you will get is that you will get one file from us. Then once you upload the file, it will appear here in the business logic list. And then you need to just start the instance. So let's call it city. You assign an owner and you save it. From the time you have the logic here available and you can run it. Once you activate it, it appears here. And if you have data already available in the database, it will start to populate with the data. So you can see we are detecting cars and they are already like appearing on the dashboard. So with this, you can, of course, visualize data which you have collected before. So like at the end of the year, your customer will come with a new idea, what to show, what to visualize, what to report to some, I don't know, local authority or whatever. And they can describe, say, okay, you have the data from all the year collected in the database and you would like to visualize it like this. Okay, you can have it. Part of every dashboard could be an export button, could be a list for all the collected cars, or some calculation. So you can, for example, calculate average speed, calculate time, calculate cars with, you know, which violated something, whatever. So every dashboard will work like simple, so simple like this. You get a file, you upload it, and it will start populate with the data. I will also show you one more thing. So right now, we have a catalog of already done business logics, and your logic could be a next one here. So what our customers already requested is shown here. So for example, occupancy, time violation, when you have some parking, you define time, how long the cars should be or are available to be displayed or to be like for free on the parking lot. So you will see it here. If you have police project or some site where you have some blacklists or whitelists, you can define any amount of those lists. And once a car from the list is detected, you will get a pop-up alert if you specify so, and you can have comment to every car. So basically, it could be not only police use case, it could be also I don't know, like some store, some drive-in, warehouse where are constantly coming cars with some deliveries, and you can have note for every car, name of the driver, whatever, some notice, warning, I don't know. And again, all the listed events are stored in one list with, let's say, all listed events, but you can also switch between show all, which means all listed cars, or show specific, which is only the selected list, and then you can export. So every week, every evening, I don't know, every month, you can have these exports. Cargo logic, Nina already mentioned, which is working matching the front and rear plate of the truck, and then helping monitor movement of trucks in logistics centers. You can calculate again time within area without having those notifications when someone is overstaying, just to have statistics, which is also sometimes good. You can have simply car counting, cars coming out and in of the parking lot. This I already have shown to, or you can have more complicated calculations or logics, like keeping track of trucks going, trying to make a shortcut through a city. So, for example, we are solving a case when there is a factory near the city, and the trucks are making these shortcuts, which is disturbing the citizen, of course. So we have placed cameras at the exit from the factory and at the entrance of the city. And once one car, which is recognized as a truck, is appears on the second camera at the entrance to the city, there is a alarm, and the car is stored in violators list, and police is handling those lists every day. We also have implemented United States stolen cars lists. So this is something we can do basically for any country, and in Czech Republic, for example, we are already integrated with so-called AKV, which is national database of stolen cars. We have the same integration for Belgium, for UK, for South Africa, and basically any other country can be the next one once we get the lists or the API for it. Nina mentioned also that we can measure average speed. So you basically define the pairs of cameras. So like always the couple of camera between, we need to measure the speed. You need to know the distance between the camera, the shortest route, the shortest way between those 2 points. And then it's simple mathematics to calculate how fast the car are. And of course, you can set up some limits and to see colorful which cars were faster than the designed or the selected speed. So if you look here, you have the roads. So from camera 7 to camera 22, the distance is here. So and the calculated or the limit speed limit is set up to 70. So you can change, you can adjust, you can add another route, like from camera 1 to camera 45. You just need to measure the distance, add the speed limit, and then it will populate this list with every car going from camera 1 to camera 2 or whatever other cameras you have here. Also, one of the latest logics we have added is free parking spaces calculation. So not only counting cars coming in and out, but also displaying how many empty spots we have on the parking. So quite simple, quite easy dashboard to monitor this. If you are using then LED displays or whatever you need to send the data, it's also possible, or you can even ask us to change the dashboard and make this digit big, so you can have a dashboard where you will have like 26 or this number big enough, and to use ordinary let's say TV or whatever display to show this. So it's quite flexible how you can use it if you want to get access to the clients to all the data, or it could be something in the some monitoring center. So that's also the dashboards we have available now, and that's basically everything from me I have right now. So I can check if we have some questions. I don't see any so far. So we have a couple of minutes more. So if you want to ask something, we are here. So I see I have one question here regarding regions. Yes, we are able to support multiple regions simultaneously, although there are some limitations. But if you use, you have all the regions included in one license. So basically, once you buy Number OK or Data Factory or Camera or whatever application running on Axis or Hanwha, it is supporting all the regions we can support in this one license, but you need to set up where the camera is located. So, for example, there could be you need to tell us where you will install. So if it will be United States or Australia or Europe, you just need to set up or tell us to provide a right version. But basically, you can switch to any other. You can take the camera with you and travel all around the world and use it on different places. You just need to always advise, okay, now you are in Indonesia, so look for Indonesian plates and not for South African or Canadian. So that's to this question. And also one more regarding Data Factory. So how long does it usually take to to prepare a new business logic? We are saying always that it's possible to do it in one day. Of course, this is extreme situation when you have clear view, clear idea, you understand what you want, and we already have everything prepared. So if you tell us, for example, I need to count vehicles and display the amounts of, I don't know, like trucks and buses every day. I need to have 3 widgets based on every camera, like camera 1, camera 2, camera 3, and counters for trucks and buses. And please restart every day, starting from the midnight. Please count again from 0. So something like this. We will prepare you definitely for a second day. We can send you the file. If you would request something which involves some integration, you need to connect to some database and get those results. If you will request something more advanced, when we need to calculate something for which we don't have the formula yet, but we understand how to do it, it will take a couple of days. It can be a week, for example. But once you request a logic I have shown you from the catalog, you will have it immediately. So it's already done. You can test it, and then you can come to us and say, okay, this is fine, but I would need to add one more or second widget here. Then it's a couple of hours. We just drag, add one widget, change the color or whatever, move it, and we just need some time to test it, compile the file, send it to you. So that's the advantage of Data Factory. You can have anything customized for you in a very short time, and you have it already in the price list. So once you are partnering with us, you will get the price list, and you understand that to get a new business logic, it's not a new development, and it will not cost you thousands of euro, but it's similar to one camera license. So quite I would say affordable thing. So I don't see any questions more. So I think we are done. 45 minutes are almost there. So if no more questions, thanks a lot for attending our webinar, for your attention. and have a great Christmas, end of the year. Take some rest, and we'll see you soon after New Year. Bye.